All right, the moment has come. We are a few minutes away from the season finale of Ash Ketchum vs. Yugi. Now, for those who don't know, as it is literally almost 1 o'clock. That's the reason why is because they had uh, a delay with downloading things. So we're just gonna get into it. And as you can see here, the prediction blog, G1 did it, and surprisingly, completely one-sided. I was shocked, but uh, as you can see here, oh, I also made a comment on it. But basically, they went with in honoring the authors who created the series, love, but they went completely with Yugi. Not only getting like the infinite multiverse thanks to Dark Side Dimension, but also like his Haxes and deck was good. But I'm gonna show the trailer real quick before it goes because we're
Be
literally
the very
1 minute
best.
away.
Piece of cake.
If you don't sleep in
The
like
trailer
Ash
is really
Ketchum
good.
from Palatown.
Next time on Death
The
Note.
last time they did a trailer like this was
Certified
Bowser
Pokemon
vs.
Master
Eggman. They
Pikachu,
didn't even do it
use
for Luigi vs.
Thunderbolt.
Mario.
Grab your rare candies and head down to PokeStar Studios because Ash and Pikachu are raring to send this pharaoh to
It
nurse
feels
joy.
like old school. And as you see, apparently they're showing the models at the end for the fight, so it is 3D.
Puzzle, and what do you get?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
And now we get
Turn that jam up.
Yugi's
Next
feel.
time on
But
Death
it
Note.
is well,
Nobody is
well
gaming
edited.
harder than
It
the
feels
kings.
like the
Yugi and Yami
90s.
learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic.
Oh, it is one. It's okay. It shows the same thing, but we're just gonna get to it. And yeah, I'm still sticking with my prediction. Oh, I gotta. You know what? While that plays, I'm going to show the short version for the trailer and all. But I'm still, based on my prediction, I'm still siding with Yugi. As even though, and just because G1 did side with Yugi and all, does not mean he automatically win. They have lost before with Hiei winning over Sasuke and like Jin and all. But the reason why I'm going with Yugi is no matter how close their stats and skills are, it's just that Yugi has all the counters with his huge variety of monsters, his Millennium Puzzle with Yami or Adam, just basically can attack the soul and all. And most importantly, is that the monsters in his deck are just fairly superior with. And even though it takes longer and all, like once he gets it up with his fusion monsters, his like magic cards, trap cards, and all, it's just too much for him. I don't know why it is not showing the shorts, but we'll probably have to skip it, sadly. But the last time they did a short was Bowser vs. Eggman. Hold on, I'm gonna go back. It's sadly loading. Okay, we got a minute. So sadly, I don't think we'll have time, maybe. But basically, the reason why and as I already explained, but like I have a huge passion with Yu-Gi-Oh with my brother and all, and yeah, this is basically going to be good. Okay, so they don't have Yugi, so we'll just skip that, and I'll just lower it down. Now we wait for the time for 1 minute. But yeah, this is very exciting. I think this it was the smarter decision, and not. Oh, that's my phone. I'll mute that. Why, but the reason why I went with Yugi is I do have a bigger passion for it, but the reason why also is that sorry, my phone. But the reason why I went with that, it's just that when you, it does seem like a close fight at first, but when you like uh, compare their abilities and like their full arsenal, it just becomes more with Yugi. Okay, so I'm probably gonna be late on this, but that's okay. All right, let's go. Hope this doesn't get
Question
clipped
from
out.
the playground. Pokemon.
Oh, that looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna move this back. I'm sadly late, but can you blink? Man, I really hate when they do. But oh man, this is actually looks very well animated. But yeah, sorry for this being slow. Like once again, I really hate it how YouTube like forces these slow things, and I have to use ad blockers and all because again, all the ads and all have been completely scummy. All right, there we go.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Ah, that looks so good. Voice acting seems very good too.
Ash Ketchum versus
Oh,
Yugi Moto.
that's
The
so
biggest
good.
question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yep.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, so far from like the sneak peek of the fight, that looks very good. And all of it modeled 3D and all, that's very impressive. Especially how like their intros. So let's get started with Ashes.
This is a big episode.
Oh,
Just look at
okay.
how long it is. So
Yep.
thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah, go check out Mad Mushroom's newest
That's cool.
Like RP.
find new.
So this is
And that
probably going to be
gear-
more than 30 minutes to an hour. So just so you guys know, we're probably going to get 3
Hello there.
commercials.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
All the kids
Yep.
get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon
All right.
master, though he didn't really know what that.
All right, 25. I'm going to take off the captions. Age 10 for 25 years. That's funny. They even made fun of the meme. Okay, home palette, champion of Ola and World Champion Series Monarch. Yep, key items, Pokeball Dex, Royal PC Power Ring. So they're giving him things. Likes Pokemon Battle Bear, checking summer camps, casting host races, eating contests, Poke Ringer, which also gives Poke Girl companion you're growing up with. Oh yeah, he gets a girl. And natural ad capture day. Oh yeah, when he won. That's still cool.
Meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his.
Yep. Still good intro to like an anime series. Like the anime, especially for Ash, like really the games were good and all, but like in my opinion, like the anime really what got Pokemon what it was. Hold on, little lag. But besides that, very good start, especially how
Dumb
it did
groupies.
very
Well,
visual.
Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu, and went, "He's your problem now, stupid."
Pikachu was a lot.
Like how they
the new duo had
did,
a rocky start,
like
but
the number
after an
Pikachu was
intense
in,
first
of the
day together,
150
the rest,
Pokédex.
as they say, is history.
25 seasons,
Yeah.
over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note we are prioritizing the anime
Yep.
that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs
So
and
the
an
main
all-new
anime will be the
Pokedex. That's
focus.
also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow red enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop with this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is
All
just
right.
fine after
Yep. Okay, so Pikachu, part of the moveset. Electric, yep. Resistant to electric and steel, can absorb electricity, power up. Weak to ground type attacks, immune to paralysis. Ability static. Physical contact may induce paralysis. Loves catch up. Yep, and moveset Thunderbolt. I'm surprised they didn't. Yeah, quick attacks, Thunder, Volt Tagger, Thunder Shot. Yep.
Repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks
King
like
Rocket.
they're blasting off again.
so clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules.
Yeah.
Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow.
This was
who,
cool.
You know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond
that was
is
worth it.
magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock,
Yep.
Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes,
Yeah.
they are loyal.
Fun fact: Serena is basically confirmed to be Ash's girlfriend. That's what's cool. Near the end, finally gets a go. I have respect for him.
Friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box.
Yep.
Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he
Pokemon
needs them,
rules.
they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with Synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this Leaf Blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well,
Yep.
4Kids
That
just
was
did
the
the
legendary.
localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar. Ha
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs,
Basically his trump
Ash
card.
lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that
Yep.
friendship motivated them to dodge
Incineroar,
light
Pidgeot.
speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard
Yep. Fighting types.
came around too.
I'll just leave it there.
Ash
like,
lost the
there's a lot.
Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he
Yep.
needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon. at
Like, he had a lot of
deeper
Pokemon
level, and
over
that
the 20
friendship
years.
motivated them to
Greninja,
dodge light speed moves like
Pidgeot,
Solar Beam and
Oshawott.
Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you
Dragonite,
have Blastoise like Gary,
other types,
Ash will call for the most
Gengar,
unexpected signature move.
Lucario.
Seismic Toss!
While
the
Solar
people's
Spring
elbow of
explodes on
Pokemon.
impact, it especially
Charizard's
absorbs
so
sunlight
strong,
for
his
its feet.
flamethrower
In
melts.
episode 481, Diglett said its head underground faster than speed light. Yep, and the Pokédex confirms this. Its fire so hot enough to melt boulders. For Charizard.
Boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's
Yeah.
Pokedex
And it's
spells
not
it out.
the fastest.
Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls
Yep, and Groundival black hole can make black holes. As a holocratic reference by James in XY number 92 and 05 and 86. The episode segments are seen to be broadcast on TV, basically saying the Pokédex from Oak's Holocauster are canon. They've been shown in the shows. I'll probably have to. This is probably going to be over an hour to 2 hours because of how much info. I'll probably split this section between 3 parts. First part would be the introduction and Ash. Second part would be all Yugi, and then the fight itself in Alpha. That way we is not a thing. I'm curious of what the next season will be starting off, but
souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc,
Yeah.
Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
Rap
With
song.
new regions soar new flying types like Pidgeot.
Yeah.
On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want
Yeah.
physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh,
Oh,
and this huge log
really?
that's basically a whole tree, he
Yep.
chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can
True.
choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience
Oh,
is the
that's
bare
funny.
minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash
All right, let's try this again. Third time recording. Like, man, today has been terrible with the recording. This is my third attempt on trying to do the second part and all. But let's just get this over with soon and do better.
who mind
But, yeah.
boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Yep.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat Champ.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit irritated, but like this is part of editing that I gotta learn and lose. Especially, I probably have to cut off live stream, doing the live thing, so that way I stop, this stop happening and all. But yeah, but anyway, here explaining Ash's trump cards.
In Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at
And
the
there's a
Safari
censorship
Zone when
episode.
Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his
Yep.
little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash
Yep.
Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir
As I
can
mentioned
conjure
with the
black
black
holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who
Yep,
tried
as-
to kill all.
Larandia's mind control resisted due to the bonds, and then James Inky similarly escaped Marcelo's control, the strongest hypnotic Pokemon.
Life. They fought the giants. The Reggie kind, not the
Yep.
New York ones. Who
The
halted
legendaries.
Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Don't get me started
Yep.
on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no! Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blastburn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, poor kids.
Boomstick 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar! He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt!
Yep, the trump
This
card.
Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Yep, here comes the Veets Blast Team Rocket almost every episode. Thunder Bladed Mouser Triangle Lock, exceed Conwell's Cambob calculation that exploded. The Sun one lured up the universe. Pikachu helped stop Digless War of Time. That's going to be mentioned in a big one. Stop dodge the light speed attacks, won the Orange Malio Conference and World Concentration Series, and then defeated Cynthia, Leon, Gary, Brandon, Paul, and Steven. And slowing down again.
Universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally,
Love Boomstick in this episode,
after
really nerding out.
3,000 years, we're free!
Yep.
4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Yep.
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
So I'm gonna pause there real quick, but make sure that the thing isn't recording. Okay, it's still recording. That is great. But so far, in my opinion, that this fight, not the fight. Sorry, I'm a little bit frustrated with trying to record this and actually make sure the editing works. But overall, for Ash's bio, very, very good. It was very good. I already seen Yugi's twice in trying to edit, but like both of them are very well done. I'm just gonna quickly skip to the commercial part.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got men and traditional markups, which
But
delivers
yeah,
the price.
like
So
a lot of effort was put to this finale.
.com/deathbattle.
I can see why
Now available
this,
in Canada
this
too. That's
could have been worthy of the 200th episode,
QUINCE.com
but I'm glad it's a season
/deathbattle.
finale.
free shipping and
Like, ended this season with
365-day
bang.
returns.
Like this one was really good.
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery
Yep.
of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark
Yep.
hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up!
Now, for those who don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh came out way before the 4Kids version in the 90s and all. So this is going to explain like mainly the manga and the anime. What happens like Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero basically, and like very dark and messed up, but before the thing, but still good. Now, age, background, 18, 5 feet, almost 93 pounds, home dominant city, champion of Duelist Kingdom Battle City, king of games, and likes dual monster toys, weathers, hamburgers, and friends with Bubble. And met Hellboy. Loves
Yugi
Hellboy.
was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so.
Yep.
He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to
Before.
play a shadow game.
Whether it's Griddle Air Hockey, Mario
That would
Party
be a
with
cool match.
chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba,
Yep.
Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril.
Yep.
With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up way.
Yeah, like don't mess with Yami when he goes Jigsaw on you. As you can see here, he's Spirited Ancient Field, recites a million puzzle in his abilities. He has barriers, can see the future with claimants, illusions, penalty games, can manipulate probability, basically 1001 or more, and monster summoning and sealing shadow games. But yeah, it is crazy with Yami.
Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul,
Yep.
or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality. forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You
Yeah.
can't buy this. It and
Others
6
like
other
have
Millennium
used penalty games to incapacitate victims, but Yami doesn't need to unless
items
he
are
wins
juiced up
or
by
catches
ghosts.
cheating.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and
Yep,
their left
here
leg
comes the
Joey,
meme.
Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Man, that's
Because
so
Yugi
good.
had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for
Yep.
effects, and traps for setups.
Here comes the big
oh,
ones.
And Exodi... Oh, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very
Yep. Monsters, Alpha, Magnet, Warriors, Beaver, Curse of Dragon, Dark Magician, his best, his ace main card, Giant Soldier of Stones, Jack's Knight, Summon Skull, and Kariba, Silent Go, not Silent, Mystical Elf, Silent Magician, and Capital Total. Blackluster.
clever strategist. His
And
style
it's
works
not
best
over.
at maximizing the use of
Like, a
so-called
lot of
terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz, but what's
And
he...
here comes his trump cards at the end. But before that, his second main one, Dark Magician Go, Time Wizard, Magna Warrior, Gardenia the Dragon's Distortion, Zodia. Oh, I didn't see Zodia, but yeah, that's another good one. And then the Fusion Monster, Dark Paladin, Gita Dragon Comet, and then the Egyptian God cards. Use these trump cards like
gonna do
I
about
won't
the
say
3
them
blue
yet.
eyes
You'll
Kaiba's
see
got aiming at his dome?
later.
Simple. Summon the monster
But
card
it is
Karibo and have it
good.
multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat
Like, they
shield,
went
a
out.
dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning. And the Giant Soldier of Stone
Yep.
can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of
And-
time, turning
In the Yu-Gi-Oh, as you see, he gave him to Joey, but he still has him in deck because you can have copies a maximum of 3, such as in the novel Automatic Jada.
monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand,
Yeah.
Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician
One of
Girl.
the best
Both
skills
are masters
in
of
anime.
dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic
Yeah.
cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which
Yep.
immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire
Yeah,
fortress.
you're gonna see why I sided
Wait,
with
that's
Yugi
not how
in
the
my
card game
prediction.
works. Is he
Besides
cheating?
my-
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards.
So yeah, this is just for the spell cards alone, but look at all these cards. Monster Reborn, that's a classic one. Pot of Greed, that's the meme one. Pollination allows them to fusion. Has Defusion, Dark Hole, Dark Magic Twin Burst, Bounce Ball, Bearing Control, Magic Barrier, and so on. Like so many variety.
Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen
And
friend.
we'll get
Turn
to the
Jump
trap
is a
cards.
time skip. And Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards,
meme.
like...
If things get dicey,
That's the
he
meme.
has
I
more
didn't
trap
see that in
cards
the
to
last
level the
one. That
field.
was good.
Like
But as you can see, the trap cards, Mirror Force, Time Seal, Magnet Force, Change Destruction, Shift, and much more. Like just the variety of cards. And
Dimensions
not
Face,
just
which
from the
reflects damage
monsters,
directly
magic, and
back
spell
at the
cards.
opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Control-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way.
Yep.
Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style,
Yep.
trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they
Yeah.
cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge
We're
lasers,
seeing how
resist getting their
fast-
souls ripped.
All right, I love this part, but it's basically going over 5Ds and GS, and basically going over how it, like how crazy they do, going the best.
Out and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because
Love Kaiba.
Really
Probably
wanted
one of
that
my
salty
favorite
run back
characters.
against his rival.
Salt only
anime.
surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the electric
Alright, for some reason, my thing keeps messing up where it keeps cutting too early, so I restarted my computer. I'll probably have to check on it, but I'm hoping it's not my end. But we're just going to try to finish Yugi and then skip to the commercials and then cut to the next edit where we watch the fight itself and the outcome. I only been watching
the Egyptian god cards to take him out.
I only seen the end of Yugi, nothing else. Section for the bio.
These cards were Slifer, the electric dragon, Ra, the god phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end, or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in
Shows how
duels,
powerful
pulling
Yugi
off
is.
some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the
Good
magicians.
shadow effect
In the
animation.
movie Bonds Beyond Time,
Here
they
comes
did
the
something
GX and
similar
5D.
against Paradox. It's kind of crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole,
Shows how
planet
powerful they
alignment
get.
moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
So, and as you can see from the bottom right, it says even though they're holographic monsters, they have prone to be real without alternations or like use of the Millennium items or other things. Like, they're real.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
Yep.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this.
That's from the Destiny draw is from Duel Rings, where if you, as you can see, if you're low half a health, you can pick the card you want, which is really good. I love Duel Rings.
This time, he doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck.
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck. It's an actual skill that he developed.
Yep.
It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered
True.
his Egyptian past, his multiple
He would be
lifelong
a good
bonds,
gambling
and his real name,
partner.
Atem. Claiming
Atem.
his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
He's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
Destroyed the Millennium Lee and fell all assistant in darkness. And as you can see, I'm gonna
No
unplug
kidding,
it.
for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same.
So yeah, and apparently the multiverse is infinite, as explained in the Dark Side Dimensions movie and like its prequel manga. But it's crazy. But Dodge did light speed razors. 10 block did full power blast from Sword and other thing, and master the thing, destroy the Millennium League and all. Okay, and then defeated Pegasus, Merit, Kaiba, and all.
Light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
Yep.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both
And
climactic.
then during that fight, Atem gained full control of the gods, and during Haruki should the situation right, he can call on their powers, including her.
and bittersweet.
Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me,
Man,
not
I
him.
love
I'm
Boomstick in
sorry I
this.
called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you
Kaiba.
that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game, and you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
I love this. I think he's having editing part, so I'm gonna let the
Battle of the
commercial-
Millennium is about to start, but
go,
we wouldn't
but
be able to
overall-
make it happen without some help from our friends.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let it play. But overall, it was a good thing. It was a very good. I love Yugi's and Ash's sections as they put a lot of effort into their abilities, especially the monsters and what they can do and the power. I'll say my verdict for the third part of the edit where we watch the fight itself. I have not seen the fight itself, so hopefully this fight works. Like, I've been fighting 2 hours trying to get this. Alright, we are at hopefully the final part of the edit, and hopefully nothing else happens. So this is the edited part where we are straight into the fight. I have not seen the fight, and I hopefully the rest of the remaining minutes we have no problems. But I'll quickly split based on my review. So based on my prediction originally, I originally thought that Ash was going to be stronger, but I still went with and had like faster quick attacks with companions and all with the edge, but I still gave it a Yugi as like his raw equipment and like Egyptian gods minus Horiki. I actually forgot about her, but like was able to overwhelm, and like even though it'll take longer to set out with the spell cards and magic cards, like set them up, like apparently it didn't matter, and it's literally looking like the same thing here. Unless they pull out Ash's coming back, I still going with Team Yugi, and I hope win. But either way, this is going to be an amazing fight. Cannot wait. So hopefully the last 10 minutes, nothing happens. Oh, I almost forgot I unmuted from the previous one.
Right,
So,
the combatants
let's
are
go.
set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's
Yep.
play some ground rules.
We're treating
Yep.
this as a real-time fight, much
Yep.
like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Yes.
And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon
Yep.
anything that's reasonably available to them.
Yes.
It's time
That makes
to
sense.
death battle!
Oh, that's so good. All right, here comes the animation. So yeah, this is from Twitter. They showed the sneak peek of the fight, but it's actually cool. Reference to the games. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool. Ooh, that's so good. The music. Nice that it's 3D.
You okay, Pikachu? This Furon 4 is tricky. Hang in there!
Yeah.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one
Nice.
card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now.
Yeah.
Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up.
Yep. Oh, so good. They did good with the 3D models.
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card.
Yep.
Rise, Dimension Sphinx!
Oh, that's so good. Ooh. That's good.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Yep. Oh, that's so good. Oh, the chat.
Charizard!
This is
I
looking
choose
so
you!
good. And the music, I got downloaded. Ooh. Oh, they're going all out. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, the Smash Bros. Ultimate. Oh, that looks so good. I'm loving this. No wonder why they didn't let this 200. They wanted this to go all out. Nice. Oh, he got that? Ooh, I didn't realize he got from. Yes, yes, the gods. Oh, God. Egyptian god for his legendary. God, that's so good. That's a good cut of animation. Oh, that's so good. Man, the lighting and special effects. I'm actually happy with the edit. It's actually made it worth it. Oh, yes. That's from the sneak peek. Oh, yes. Oh, so good.
Sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Yep. God, man, that's so good.
I just need to believe in the heart of the cards.
Oh,
Who's
they're going.
that Pokemon?
Araxi!
Yep.
Goddess of light! This is it! Magicians! Flash burning magic! Araxi! Joseph!
That's hand drawn? My god, that looks so good. Light versus light. Yep, Sword of Living Light.
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
That looks so good. Oh, all of his clothes. There we go.
You activated my trap card! Magic Cylinder!
Yep.
With it,
Oh.
I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly!
Yep. God, that's so good. Yep, there we go. Y'all still win. But God, the reference of Pokemon, man, I'm getting tears in my eyes almost. That's so
was an
good.
awesome duel, Ash.
God, so good. So good. Man.
KO! Oh, my childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can.
Okay, reference of the Mewtwo movie, that was obvious, but before the reasoning, just that 3D animation was awesome. Like, so well. I was not expecting the Lerapos, I believe its name, like the legendary to like come and aid in that fight, but that made it so good. And like, God, a lot of effort to the animators and like even the voice actors and like the soundtrack for Brandon. Like, man, this was good. Like, this is easily. I'm making it. I'm definitely gonna make a top list for this, but man, this is hard. Definitely top 3.
Save him!
There's a lot to
Yeah.
this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting
Yes.
with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more.
I'm surprised that strength and like abilities or not do, but
Was
that's
in more
probably in
tourneys
Masters.
and saved the world
Yep.
way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even
Yeah.
Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long.
Yes.
Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively.
Yes,
While
that
Yugi's
makes
deck
sense.
is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
That
So
makes
Ash
sense.
wins
yeah.
in experience. But when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But
But the same goes for Yugi.
Yep.
Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They are masters at exploiting
Yep.
weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with
Much
so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon,
Yep.
boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja.
Yes.
That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound,
Loved how they
Yugi
switch.
trusts his deck in the same way.
yes.
The heart of the cards is real.
Yes, Heart of the Cards. I knew that would be a major claim, but Gengar's original trainer claimed he causes misfortune, but this is false. Gengar's only method of cursing is because Bodybuilding Adam can bend faith, yes, and defeated an opponent with supernatural good luck. I believe with this, and yes.
And
his
Yugi is determined to
profitability
support
was
his monsters with
impossible.
spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox,
Yep.
where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar
Yes.
from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
Yes.
And since Ash focuses on offense,
And again, like, yeah, that makes sense. It is unlikely Ash's Pokemon could overcome Yugi's attack, disabling, and yes, redirection cards. And like, Yugi had like way too many ways to attack while also heal, defending himself, whether healing, bringing back monsters. Like, it was too much. And Team Rocket's Rollerball regularly deflects Ash's attack. Yes, this includes C moves, which has been overpowered. So yes,
far
that
more than
makes sense.
support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords
Yes,
of Revealing
yeah,
Light
control
and
the
Magic
fight.
Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands?
Yes.
The kid's strong enough
But
to
no.
chop trees and lift
That
baby
wouldn't
gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi
Yeah.
is similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions.
Yes, people forget about the Millennium Puzzle, so he couldn't, like, I didn't even predict this in my prediction brawl, but basically that if Ash tried to fist him, he couldn't because, and not only that, that would expose him of losing the fight because, like, he has no counters to the Millennium Puzzle, which can, like, attack his mind, body, and soul. Ash could not attempt to destroy Yugi's card or dual disc, but Yugi has too many defenses, yes, to do so.
And
And requires none. He
If
can
Ash
summon them.
actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo
Yeah.
all over again.
Yep.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So
Yep,
it all
and
comes
monsters.
down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly
And it was very obvious the moment that the Egyptian god cards were added, it was basically over for the thing. Because even, yes, Ash having Lapras was good, but like the fact that the Egyptian god cards can, and especially Haruki, or like the goddess of light, created Yugi's infinite multiverse, like that was something you cannot
larger pool of
ignore.
monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide
Yep.
storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the
legendaries.
black
Yep.
hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes,
Yes, it's just the power scary. Yes, and struggled against. Yes, that is true. As mentioned in the black card, Ash has struggled against legendaries, even from Dagia, Mewtwo, and Legia during journeys. Got the Star had her Disco Major easily stopped by Spectral Rant. Even with general scaling and favorable Ultra Space, Yu-Gi-Oh's, yes, the multiverse is infinite. As I mentioned, they're mentioning that, and contains dimensional transcendent spaces like the afterlife. Oh, we're getting okay. So they're saying that even if that Yu-Gi-Oh is having like like Bill Cipher and like Simone Kyle like 5D like ultimate transcendent spaces such as the afterlife and all, surpassing Poke. So that's actually a good
And
feat.
even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse,
Yes.
surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His
Yep.
power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If
Yeah.
you lost Lucario,
Oh, that's true. And like I said, he had, even though he could have revived them and all with his items, like he like it is slower and like will take a little bit. In Pokemon Card, Asgreta resurrected someone by pulling the soul out of the afterlife. Asgreta has never displayed this ability. Yes, and like we said, the cards, trap cards and spell cards, and like the monster themselves has, which gets annoying, but has ways of stopping resurrection and even healing, including banishment, which is annoying ability but good, and soul destruction.
No more Mega Evolution, and so on.
And
The
stop
longer the
resurrecting
battle
them,
went,
probably.
the less Pokemon
Like,
Ash
he had all the
and he
counters.
did not have a reliable way to bring them back.
Yep.
He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then,
Yeah.
reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can,
Yep, alternate version of Ashes appear in the Pokemon matches, including such scaling wouldn't surpass Yugi's best feats. Yes, and would suggest Yugi should get Duel Link scaling, which expands his options even more. Yes, I even call that because apparently you can get Pendulum Summon, Z moves, XY monsters that
and
expands
fate
it.
to draw whatever card
So,
he
yeah,
wants.
it was
And we
still
didn't
the
even
same.
cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Yes.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept.
My
Ash's
God,
roster,
this was a good
giving
one.
his monsters
Definitely,
the lead.
I have
He
to
just
put it
needed
in
the
top
right
3.
moment
Like,
to knock
probably
Ash's
number
stone
1.
cold.
Like,
That
it's
was a good
I have to
attempt
review
at a
each one.
fun
But
whiz.
that's
You
how
might
much I
not think
love
it's
this.
Pharaoh, but Ash got
There we go, facing Jason Pagey. He's the man. That's good.
Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Moto.
Yugi, go. That's good. So we'll be back.
Death
Oh.
Battle
Oh, they're
will
teasing.
be back in 20.
Oh, they're teasing. Future fights. Oh, for those who don't know, Champion Iron also ended, which confirmed that Geats from Kamen Rider was the champion. He will be fighting Nero from Fate. So, but that's going to be later. So we don't know which one. Ooh, I don't know who that is, but that's probably going to be good.
Death Battle will be back in 2026. But right now, you can check out our brand new channel. It's called Nightly Brew, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and other games that'll probably blow up in our face. So check it out right now, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.
And with that, season 2025 has came to an end, and my God, what a Christmas present this is, and so good. Like, I almost cried during that ending of the fight because of how good it was. But this was definitely worth the edit, and I really hope that this version of the final part of the edit gets well done. But overall, this was very, very good, and I'm very happy of Yui winning. Like, the outcome was, even though there were arguments for Ash, the reasoning for Yugi winning, even without like the power on his side, he still had it like the monsters and the strategy with his deck and all to beat Ash more times than not, even if power wasn't on his side. And I'm actually surprised that Ash wins in experience, even though I consider the time, but it does make sense since Ash not only in him having more